How the heck am I going to get this ridge leveled? Am I going to need an excavator for this? Well, anyway, this is Logic Hog again, trying to plan out how to realistically dig a freaking hole. But I could come in from the side here, but that would like require a long drive back to the hopper. There's no real clean way to do this that I can see. I'm not going to be able to do it from the existing hole, but we're in out of ore, and I feel like digging a hole. We're going to dig a hole. And nope, nope, nope. Correction. We're not digging a hole. We are pretending to dig a hole. And even worse, you are watching someone pretending to dig a hole. This is entirely on you. Yeah. This isn't on me. This isn't my fault. You're on the toilet watching me pretend to dig a hole. You're in bed late at night watching me pretend to dig a hole, hoping you're gonna fall asleep and not have to listen to me anymore. I know what's going on. Ooh, I really need to level that out. That is... It's been a problem in the past, that one little, like, corner there. I need to remove some material from that. But I don't want to be bouncing around with an overloaded bucket like this. So the plan is, I'm going to level this little mountain here. Not mountain, it's a hill. What am I doing? Don't hype yourself up, Logic Hog. But let's take that out, and we can level it down. I just need to make it flat, make it lower, make it level with the other half of the mine there. But I need a couple more full stacks of coal in order to be able to buy a better front loader or a better excavator or something. So I'm mainly focusing on digging out this new right-hand side because I know the coal vein goes in that direction. Let's go ahead and flatten this out. This is where I'm like, just for the sake of gameplay, I'm thinking about the roller. I'm not sure I need it yet, but it would be fun to have, rather than just thwacking this down with the shovel. Hmm. I need to kind of scrape away this little ridge that we're developing right here, just so I have a flat run-in to the mine. Let me go ahead and do that right now. Make sure I don't hit anything. I want to back up into the hopper. Take the slow, realistic simulation. Carve. Get it out of the way. Slow, intentional lift. Come on. You can do it. It's not like you're like a freaking multi-ton piece of equipment or anything. God dang it. I need a bulldozer or something. But I'm just going to go dump this off. This is just regular dirt. I mean, I can sell it. I can use it for construction purposes, but really, it doesn't matter to me. I need the coal. Let's go forward. Let's dig this out. There we go. I should have put that other scoop in the hopper. Because dirt you can sell. I mean, once I get a, you know, couple full stacks of dirt, you'll see how much it's worth. It's not worth a whole lot. In fact, I always just keep a full stack of dirt in my inventory just for reshaping things. But selling it is not worth your time. Correction, selling it intentionally is not worth your time. You know, if you're going for coal and you get dirt along the way, yeah, whatever, it happens. It's going to happen. But, you know, digging for dirt, you're not going to make money off of that. Like right here, this is kind of good. I think I'm going to do this by hand. Just because I know what shape I'm looking for. I need to get rid of this ridge right here. I need to flatten this out and average it out with the inside. So I'm kind of manually creating a rough transitional slope here so that whenever it averages out, it'll level and go down. But that's kind of what the bulldozer's for, so you don't have to like just whack at things. And like I said, the roller is just so you don't have to whack at things with a shovel all the time. Yeah, like right here, this is looking good. Let's go ahead and just square this off. I'll strip this out whenever starts to become an issue. Need to get rid of this kind of raised area right here, level this out. Later on, whenever I start getting more traditional construction materials, I'll like make a concrete flat run in and just make sure that the mine is structured. I think would be a good word to describe it. So right now, it's just a hole. It's looking pretty good. I mean, like I said, just a hole, but it's a pretty damn good hole. And we're not in debt. Coal. The pain. Oh, shiznit. Okay. We've got a problem spot there where I definitely do not want to be flopping around. Something tells me I need to take all that dirt that I scooped over to the side there and put it in the hopper. The hopper is where it needs to go. It's not making me money over there. Yeah. That dirt right there. It's not doing anybody any good. It needs to go. Bye-bye. I've been trying to think of ways to develop a mine without using like cheesy, you know, min-max meta tactics, but ways to kind of develop the production conveyor belt system so that all you have to do is just dump pretty much right next to you in the mine, and it'll just automatically send it up to the hopper. So that I won't have to like deconstruct this hopper. I just basically connect to anywhere, any mining site on the map. Like you'd see in Factorio or something like that. Let me flatten this out. This is getting dangerous, flopping me around with all these bumps. But where like you know, just to have a dump off spot, and then you just expand the conveyor belt to the other dump off spot rather than have to back all the way out of this mine. And this this isn't even a mine. This is a hole. Let's get this straight. I mean, look, that's a 40-yard dash to touch the wall, and then another 40 yards out. I mean, really. But we're talking whenever we get real deep. Just trying to think of ways to manage that appropriately is one of the fun things about this. There we go. Scoop and lift. No more bouncing. Yes. How are we doing on wood? I forgot to check on the wood. We're not crafting. Not good. At least make wood blocks. But I think we're at that phase where we're looking good on money. I know every stack of ore, coal, is going to give us $90,000. And so I think we can afford to purchase wood. So I want 1,000 wood. So that's 30,000. Bam. Just spent all our money on 999 tree logs. But that is like a bajillion trees that I don't have to hack down and show you guys my addiction for deforestation. We've already been there. I don't want to step back. I want to make steps forward. So, what is a wood sheet? What do I need for, what are wood sheets for? I don't know what a wood sheet is. I do kind of want to make wood floors, but for now, this workbench is going to be entirely wood beams. You're there to make wood beams, and it is going to take roughly like 2.5 hours to make 999 wood beams. So I think we're going to be crafting efficiently for quite a while. Not going to have to worry about that. Back to making money. And scoop. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Scoop, 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 scoop. Dump, dump. Scoop. No bounce. Scoop. I don't know what I'm going to do about the top of that hill, though. As we started out looking at that, and it's just weird. It's a sharp shape, and these vehicles do not handle that very well. So I don't know whether I'm going to have to go up there with an excavator and just, like, rip the top off of it with a bucket. But then I need a truck. That might be what we need to do for the next loan we take. Is for an excavator and a truck. Because I'm at the phase where it's like, alright, this is definitely not going to be an underground mine. We're not tunneling anything out. We're taking this whole thing down to get to this coal. I don't really feel the need for a bigger loader either. Because we're doing just fine, even with the cheapest loader in the game. I'm not feeling like I'm wasting any time having the production facility right next to us like this. We're not losing any time traveling from, you know, point A to point B. Ah, not good. No bueno. There we go. Muy bueno. El Scupo Loco. That's Spanish for big scoop. Right? If I'm wrong, definitely don't say anything. I know my Spanish. Right? Don't question me. I'm the video maker. I'm the boy who wins. I think I need to lower this. Because I'm flattening it out, but it's still showing that the side of the mine is higher than the other side. So I can afford to dig in a little more. Just make sure that I am pushing and scooping at the same time. In fact, I kind of want to start seeing if we can craft cement or concrete or both. Because having a flat surface to drive on really makes a big difference. It's not required. However, I mean, nothing is required in this game. You can do it all with a pickaxe and a shovel. But it's one of those things where it becomes an annoyance to not have it. And so once you're in like full production mode like I am now with this loader, it's kind of like, huh, is that something I want to invest in? Will that save me time in the long run? There, we're getting good scoops. It's getting a little rough. I need to flatten this out. If anything, I might want a roller. I mean, the rollers are... Keep in mind, I'm in like the cheapest piece of equipment in the game. This front loader was only 46,000. It's what, in relevance to everything else, it's crap. It's doing just fine for our needs right now. But a roller, I think, is like 80, 90,000. So that's one stack of coal. And instead of thwacking with a shovel, I can just drive in there and just be a little more realistic, a little more simulator, rather than pretending. Simulate, don't pretend. There's no fantasy here. You're here to simulate a blue-collar job, being underpaid, not a member of the union. Everybody else is on strike and you're a scab. Yeah, you're one of the people that works. You're one of the people that feels like they need to eat. You don't participate in those protests, do you? No, you need to just dig a hole. Yeah, subjugate to Moriana. Yeah. Of course I subjugate to Moriana. She is the mommy. We must fund her kingdom, so that she will resurrect us from this dimension, and I will not be damned to dig holes for eternity. However, this is becoming fun. I mean, we've got a nice little believable-looking production facility here with a fuel tank and storage and a place I can take a shit. I mean, it's looking good. And this is where the game's fun, where it's like, alright, I've just been going back and forth for how many hours now? Just digging a hole, chopping trees, ripping this mountain out. And would you guys have bought this on Steam? No, no way. On Steam, this looks like a weird game that nobody plays. But hey, you're watching me play it, and I'm having a damn fun time just playing it by myself. And there's multiplayer and everything like that. I just don't want to be talked down to by some 12-year-old who says that they've been a minor for 7 years of their life whenever I'm like, dude, you barely have pubic hairs. Don't talk to me. I'm here to dig a hole. But you're digging in the wrong spot. I don't give a shit. I want to dig right here. Because an invisible woman in the sky told me not to, and if I don't, she'll spank me. And then that person leaves the game. That's the trick. It worked in Rocket League. Why'd you try for the aerial then when you could have just driven it in? Because a dominatrix in the sky told me I should. Ooh, we're getting up pretty high there. That's looking acceptable, at least, you know, for this width of the tunnel. Because that's about as high as I can scoot. But that would be an easy thing to dig out with, like, an excavator. Dear God, I hope there's nobody next door that can hear me talking about invisible dominatrixes in the sky banishing me to dimensions while I insult 12-year-olds. Dig, scoop, reverse. Dig, scoop, reverse. What's the... That reminds me of something. Like Battlestar Galactica or something. What's the robots always like chant things? Or no, maybe it's Helldivers. I haven't played Helldivers in a long time. I was there for Malevelon Creek, by the way. But I just haven't played it in forever. Since, like, the controversy happened. But since they got it sorted out, I've been willing to try it again. Because, man, that game is fun. And I am a huge Starship Troopers fan. Ever since that movie came out, even as a kid, I was like, holy crap, this movie's awesome. So anything where it's like, you know, Earth Defense Force, Helldivers, Starship Troopers, I love that stuff. We'll probably make videos on that sometime. But right now, I feel like digging a hole. The Logic Hog is playing what I want, so that hopefully you can have some fun watching it and deciding if you want to buy this game too. Because I highly recommend it. I think it's $25 for the game, which I'm like, holy crap, you know, you order a pizza from Domino's and it's $20. So it's just like a video game nowadays is like 80 bucks, whatever. And then you got all like a goofy like season pass shit. Where I found this game, I've had so much fun with it, I wanted to support the developers. And so they have a, like, developer support DLC where you get all of the cones and stuff like that and cosmetic stuff that I am going to be putting down once I am assured that we have a ton of money to work with. Let's max this out. Come on. There we go. Alright. Yeah, once I start getting, like, you know, back into 6 figures in my wallet, then we'll start putting down the cosmetics. But, I mean, the porta potty was an absolute must. I mean, we've been stuck out here for how many days? Like, I think, you know, the last time in my diary it said 900 and something. Well, it's got to be at least 2,200 and something now. I'm going to stop counting. But, you know, after 1,000 days, you really start to realize, hey, I need to take a shit. And that porta potty is an absolute necessity. But see, we got a slant going right here. This is not really good, not really intentional. And we can't afford to have the loader lean like that. we might want to get a dozer. Hmm. Not really willing to invest in that right now. Let's see what we're doing on resources. I know that's not done yet, but how much we got? We got dirt. Let's take that full stack of dirt, make a like a construction stack for me, and then we'll sell that dirt whenever we get another full stack. How are we doing on coal? We got 2 stacks of coal. We're gonna be rolling in cash now. The problem is I don't really want to sell the coal. You're going to need coal later for refinement purposes, and then you got to find a new vein of coal, which is like, holy shit, we're so lucky to have this one right here. But for now, I just need money. So coal, 90,000, coal, 91, like 91,000. Now we can get a roller if we want. Let's see, what are the excavators like? There's one for 130 up there. That'd be okay. What are dozers? Dozers are expensive. 345 for the cheapest one. Oof. Excavators, though, if you get the right ones, you can actually use them to survey new sites. Oh, wait. Oh, I was only looking at like the bottom half. Excavators, the cheapest one's 80,000. Okay, that's a lot more manageable. But I think I would go for the B100 because as you can see right here, you get attachments for the 100, the 120, and the 140. And this right here, the drill, the B100 drill, that'll tell you what is underneath you. So you can know if you're sitting on iron, if you're sitting on coal, you know, uh, it's good prospecting. But let's see. Grader, no. I might need a dozer. Roller, I kind of want one, but I don't need it. A truck. Whenever I get an excavator, I'm probably going to need a truck. The cheapest one's 180. So for the excavators, I'm looking at 180 plus 80. So that's, 260 just for the excavator to be able to lop off the top of that hill. Or what are we looking at in terms of getting a better front loader? Because right now we're sitting on a scoop capacity of 6.5 cubic meters. What's the most expensive one we can get now? 10 cubic meters. But that one's 7.3, and that one's not that much expensive. I mean, we could buy that. 7.3. What's the difference between the L10 and the L10,000? I mean, if anything, they look exactly the same. Power, weight, power, weight. Yeah, one's a little lighter, but they have the same scoop capacity, roughly the same power. I mean, one looks a little more modern than the other one. I don't really care. What is this? Oh, that's an underground thing, but again, it has a scoop capacity basically the same as mine. What about this one I haven't unlocked yet? I'm not going to unlock this for a while. Level 45, but oh man, that has a massive scoop. Those are the ones that I see people using online. L11. Again, that's only 10 cubic. It weighs a little bit more. That's got to mean like more stability. The weight means it can handle the bounce, I guess. I don't know. That's just me speculating. I don't really, no, I don't need anything. I don't want to buy a drone. Don't need a tunneler. Regular trucks, don't really need them. It's the dump trucks, the rock trucks that you need. And fuel trucks, don't need that. We've got fuel on site here. All right, well, let's just keep doing what we're doing. I mean, nothing's going wrong. So I'm just gonna keep scooping. I'm gonna take this sideways a little more. We're gonna flatten this sucker out. Dirt. Not really useless, but not profitable. Oop. I see a lot of people are playing a very similar game called Roadcraft. And I've been looking at that. I don't know if I want to play that or not. Because it seems a little more simplified. Not that's not a bad thing in my opinion. But the goal, one of the things I like about this game is it is a sandbox. There is no goal. My goal is to make money for my mistress. She doesn't care how I do it. She doesn't care where I dig. I may be digging smart. I may be digging stupid. But the whole thing is that it is the player's plan as to what you get out of this game. Whereas Roadcraft, you kind of, you have to, you know, follow the rules and make a road. From what I've seen. And that's just kind of like, okay. Then you're just moving stuff from point A to point B. And the thing is they define what point A to point B is. In this game, I define what point A to point B is. And I may want to relocate. You know, it only matters to me where point A and point B are. If I feel like I need a road, well, crap, man, I need to bring in the asphalt and gravel and let's build a road from the mine to the production facility. But right now, in this early phase, I don't need a road. I basically made a little mini road by flattening this whole area out. And so, it's a self-defined sandbox that makes this more fun from what I've seen. I don't know. I'd be willing to. This is why I make videos, is because I discover new games by watching other people play them. I found this game by accident. So the whole thing is like, oh, hopefully you find this video by accident and have some fun. But there is one game mechanic that I haven't figured out yet, because I haven't tried to figure it out yet. Let me get the scoop safely first, without getting distracted. And that is donating your money to the company. Because right now, we got to keep a secret. I haven't actually given any money to Miss, like, Moriana. You know, mommy's broke. The company isn't worth anything. I've been keeping all the money. But, you know what? I'll figure that out in the next video. Because I'm a little worried that the wrath of Moriana is kind of looming over my head as the day progresses. By the way, time goes on, I think, in 1 by 1 here. So, like, literally, if the sun starts going down in the game, I need to look out my window and just be like, oh shit, you know, is it dark? Yeah, I need to figure out how to get the company the cash. Because that's the whole point of this, is to build a mining company. I happen to own the mining company, but right now the company's worth nothing. And we need to get the Missy her money. But I'm going to do that next video. For now, I'm just still digging this hole. I mean, look at this. It's a fantastic hole. It's a little ugly on the right, but all that's going to be stripped away. In fact, I might want to level this on the left too, but there's nothing really there except the back half, which that's coal. And I want to keep as much of the coal as I can, because again, like, coal doesn't grow back. We're gonna get a shit ton of pay dirt, but see, there's so much stuff to continue. I'm gonna keep playing this because I'm having so much goddamn fun, but I can't keep talking about it. I got it in this video. We're gonna figure this out next time. Logic Hog out.